start off, can you introduce yourself? What's your name? Where are you from?
Sure, I'm Charlie from Rotberg. I'm an editor from London.
Nice. And you're here, you just won Best Editor.
I did, yeah.
How does it feel to win?
Quite surreal, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, and especially amongst just an incredible body of work from some amazing editors, amazing directors. So I'm quite shocked.
Well, congratulations. Well, you've done a lot of ad work, am I right? First, I hope I have the
I have done advertising, yes.
Cool.
Keeps the lights on.
Change the approach for something that's like more starting New Balance versus a music video?
Well, I mean, I suppose music videos are just inherently a bit more creative. It always helps that the music is already decided before you start the process.
Right.
In advertising, that's always a bit of a sticking point, usually at the end. I guess it's like a bit of a tighter knit group of people working on it.
Right.
There's a bit more freedom.
Nice.
With a project like this, we were super involved with Twigs, and I think that's what makes the music video great. Essentially, it's the artist, it's her performance, and it's one of working with Jordan, the director, and her was what really they're the creative force behind the whole thing. So it's a bit of a smaller operation, so you have a bit more license to be a bit more creative.
The video feels very organized. The choreography is really tight. The editing's really tight. How early were you brought on to sort of be involved?
Well, only for the editing process, really. Jordan and Twigs had an incredible framework for the video, and the first half of the video is all this choreographed scene in an office space. So for me, it was really bringing out Twigs' performance and honing that, and making sure the viewer was with her through the whole journey.
Right. Were there any sort of creative tools or techniques you used to try to make sure that was happening?
I mean, of course, like there's always many kind of there's a lot of tricks in editing.
Yeah.
The first half was quite scripted, and it was more like working with what was captured on set, and the in terms of, I suppose, the camera movements and leaning into what Daniel, our DOP, had captured.
Right.
Lots of the whip pans and things were just in camera, and it was all about kind of like continuing the energy of that into the edit. The second half was a bit more complicated, and there was lots of comping, and we kind of manipulated the image a little bit to feel a bit more raw and powerful, and especially the dancers' performances bring those out.
Okay, interesting. Last couple questions. One, are there any sort of up-and-coming young editors coming out of London or the UK that you feel are doing something really interesting that you would like to shine a light on?
Well, there's plenty of young editors at Stitch where I'm represented. Eden Reed at Assembly Rooms is fantastic. There's many.
Yeah.
There's some fantastically talented people.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful to see.
Nice. And if you could describe the event today in maybe 3 words, what would you say?
Edgy. 3 words.
Yeah. Or 2.
Excuse me.
Or 2 words, if you like.
At first it was a little unnerving, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
What about it?
Well, I think because this evening is it's the dark
Yeah.
kink theme. Took me a little off guard.
Yeah, fair enough. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for the time. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you
win.
so much.
And yeah.